Dr. Manhattan vs. the Living Tribunal, who would win in a fight. This battle pits Dr. Manhattan, a character from DC Comics, against the Living Tribunal, a figure from Marvel Comics. Dr. Manhattan was once a mortal who became godlike after being disintegrated by an intrinsic field subtractor and subsequently reassembling himself. His powers are immense. He can perceive the past, present, and future as one. Manhattan possesses godlike abilities, including control over matter at the subatomic level, time travel, precognition, and near-immortality. He can create and destroy life with a profound understanding of the universe's structure. The Living Tribunal, on the other hand, is a cosmic entity responsible for maintaining balance within the Marvel Universe. It wields enormous power, including reality manipulation, omniscience, and the authority to judge and intervene in universal matters. The Tribunal is often depicted as superior to other cosmic entities in terms of power and authority. As a cosmic judge, the Living Tribunal's role is to ensure multiversal balance, which gives it a unique position compared to Dr. Manhattan's more personal approach. But before we dive deeper into this analysis, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon. Thank you. The Living Tribunal is an immensely powerful cosmic being with control over the entire Marvel multiverse, serving as the supreme judge who protects the balance between universes. As the embodiment of the Marvel multiverse, he is virtually indestructible, but this doesn't mean he lacks the power to act. His incredible might has allowed him to neutralize the power of the Infinity Gauntlet, one of the most powerful weapons in Marvel. Furthermore, all entities within the multiverse except for the Eternal Multiverse must abide by the Tribunal's judgments. This establishes the Living Tribunal as a truly multiversal entity. With unmatched power in the Marvel Universe, entities like Thanos wielding the Infinity Gauntlet cannot stand against him. While he exists beyond reality, he cannot control what lies beyond. Though the Living Tribunal is mighty, it ranks lower compared to the highest cosmic entities such as the Pre-Retcon Beyonder, Pre-Retcon Molecule Man, Post-Secret Wars Molecule Man, Oblivion, the Fulcrum, and the one above all, Toei. The Tribunal's weakness was demonstrated when he was killed by the Beyonders, entities that, while incredibly powerful, are not truly omnipotent. This shows that the Tribunal is not invincible and has limits to his power. As for the Beyonders, though extremely strong, they are not all powerful beings like Toa. When introduced, Jonathan Hickman described the Beyonders not in a literal sense, but more abstractly, requiring a deeper understanding of their nature. When we first meet the Beyonders, they appear wearing glowing armor, suggesting that this is not their natural form, but rather a way to contain their boundless power. This hints that while the Beyonders' power is superior, it can be controlled or limited by external factors. In my view, what's really happening is that although the Beyonders are not entirely omnipotent, they use the armor as a tool to harness their power, directly channeling energy from the Beyond Realm. As we know, the Beyond Realm is the source of power that created the Cosmic Cubes and Molecule Man, two entities capable of destroying dozens of universes simultaneously. The Cosmic Cube rivals or even surpasses the Infinity Gauntlet in power, but is not bound by the dimensional limitations of the parent universe like the Gauntlet. This further solidifies why the Beyonders are such a terrifying threat. Other evidence of their power is their direct annihilation of the Celestials and cosmic entities. If you observe closely, all the damage the Beyonders cause comes from energy, which they can unleash thanks to their armor. This suggests their armor is not just protective gear, but also the source of their infinite power, enabling them to control and destroy everything. They have to rely on this instead of merely thinking or waving their hands to kill cosmic-level beings, as demonstrated by a young Marquise of Death, who killed Molecule Man and other villains with just a thought after waking up from a coma. This without needing to be physically present to destroy a universe. When the Beyonders killed the Living Tribunal, it took 3 of them together to achieve this, and the process was not easy. They fought, they raged. This shows that even for beings as powerful as the Beyonders, killing the Tribunal required significant effort. Imagine 3 ordinary humans with nothing going up against an elephant who wins. Now imagine those 3 humans with weapons, especially modern weapons, who wins? You get the point. The Beyonders are humans with tools, while the TLT is the elephant. They couldn't kill him without the power of the Beyond Realm. I know what you're thinking, they couldn't kill him unless they were stronger. Drax killed Thanos, Superboy Prime killed the Anti-Monitor, Deadpool killed the Marvel Universe, and Batman killed the Justice League. In all cases, these concepts indicate that they are not the parents of the pre-retcon Beyonder, but rather the post-retcon Beyonder, considering that the pre-retcon Beyonder was actually millions of times stronger than the entire multiverse, including the Living Tribunal. They also cannot time travel, a fact that undoubtedly reduces them from mere omnipotence to mere cosmic entities. I believe they are metaphors for an advanced version of humanity, a Type 6 civilization, if you will, possessing terrifying power and allowing curiosity to dominate their ethics. Though they are not so powerful that they cannot be permanently destroyed by something as trivial as Starbrand's self-detonation. On the other hand, Dr. Manhattan has been shown to have power at least equal to Perpetua, indicating that Manhattan is capable of surpassing the limits of a single universe, controlling not just one but multiple multiverses at once. The Living Tribunal TLT, the embodiment of everything in the Marvel multiverse, has the ability to destroy the entire multiverse, but that's not enough to eliminate Dr. Manhattan. TLT only exists within the limits of the Marvel multiverse, whereas Manhattan can transcend those boundaries and manipulate various realities on a higher level. As long as Manhattan exists somewhere, no matter how small that existence is, he can organically reassemble himself. According to Superman's observations in Doomsday Clock and the acknowledgement from Mr. MXVisTilK, Dr. Manhattan's power far surpasses that of MXVisTilK, one of the most powerful entities from the fifth dimension. This dimension exists beyond time and space, where everything is a manifestation of imagination. Mr. MXVisTilK and Batmite are the two most powerful entities in this dimension capable of manipulating reality at will. However, Dr. Manhattan not only controls time and space, but also transcends the limitations of reality, granting him power greater than MXVisTilK's. This also confirms that Manhattan exists beyond space and time, unlike entities like the Living Tribunal, who remain bound within the Marvel multiverse. He has demonstrated the ability to destroy entire multiverses when he and Batmite leaped from one universe to another, as shown in World's Funnest first 2 scans, and also displayed the ability to destroy every dimension. Subscribe to the channel, it helps us a lot, and you'll get to see amazing videos every day. You're the best, thank you so much. Dr. Manhattan has the ability to manipulate, destroy, and create multiverses effortlessly. Here, he recreates the infinite multiverse and seems to destroy and recreate it weekly. He can also travel through various universes' publications, as evidenced by his visit to the Fantastic Four in the Marvel Multiverse, where he disguised himself as the Impossible Man and completely broke the fourth wall, entering our reality and manipulating it at will. Manhattan can also easily kill Pandora, the Owlman with the Mobius chair, and Metron. Pandora is one of the 3 members of the Trinity of Sin, which includes the Phantom Stranger Judas Iscariot, Pandora, and the Question. Be patient as I explain why the ease with which Pandora was killed is a feat far beyond the mere dissolution of a being. The Phantom Stranger, with immense power, is capable of defeating the Spectre, the embodiment of God's wrath and justice. It has been remarked that if these 2 entities were to engage in an extended battle, they could destroy all of creation, and in this case, creation refers to the vast multiverse. Pandora was able to kill envy from the 7 deadly sins. Each sin has the potential to destroy a multiverse, which in DC is infinite like Marvel's main multiverse. This strongly implies that even if Pandora's power is at least on par with the Phantom Stranger, which I highly doubt, her durability was enough that she had no fear of PS or the Spectre. This aligns with the explanation of the destructive potential of the Spectre and Phantom Stranger, which appears to be multiversal in scale, and the fact that Pandora could destroy all members of the 7 deadly sins, each of which is a multiversal threat. Thus, Dr. Manhattan was able to easily eliminate a being that was essentially immortal, something perhaps no other being could do. Other entities, if in conflict and given enough time, might cause complete destruction to the multiverse. However, Manhattan's superior power allows him to achieve this easily, turning what seems impossible into reality without shaking the structure of all existence. That said, Manhattan possesses the following abilities near omnipotence. After becoming the quantum observer at the center of countless realities, Dr. Manhattan gained the ability to create and shape realities at will. I know the author stated that movies, shows, and Before Watchmen are non-canon, but from the Rebirth event, Manhattan's power far exceeded MXVisTilK, being capable of bypassing retcon changes and manipulating the author's intent, both indirectly and directly. Manhattan was also confirmed to exist everywhere simultaneously and nearly reached omnipotence during the Rebirth event. For cosmic scale beings like him, their numbers are truly scarce, no more than 10. Therefore, in my opinion, every time Manhattan appears and every feat he performs should be considered canon. Here, he destroys everything, not just the super universe, but all existence, including seemingly infinite universes and an undefined number of multiverses and dark multiverses. Dr. Manhattan approaches near omnipotence. He is not only aware of every moment and timeline in the universe, but he has also surpassed his previous limits when he could only observe time related to himself. Now, Manhattan has developed the ability to time travel, as clearly demonstrated in the Doomsday Clock event. This is a superior power he did not possess before. With this ability, he can intervene and change events, allowing Manhattan to not only witness the past, present, and future, but also become their creator or manipulator at will. This makes him immune to all forms of destruction as long as any part of him, regardless of its component or importance, exists on some plane of metaphysical reality. As Manhattan steps forward, space and time around him begin to shift. Blue strands of light emanate from his body, with each beam carrying a sense of unease. With a mere glance, Manhattan alters the fabric of the space surrounding them, transforming the universe into a new reality, a reality he completely controls. Dr. Manhattan raises his hand and a pale blue light appears from the tip of his finger, expanding outward. The light is not just energy, but a fundamental alteration of the nature of the universe. While Dr. Manhattan is truly powerful, the Living Tribunal is omnipotent and second only to the one above all. When the Tribunal was able to expel Zom, restore the 8th universe, and existed before the space and time of the omnipotent universe, the Living Tribunal is an abstract conceptual entity beyond space and time. Dr. Manhattan, though a very powerful energy being, is part of both space and time and cannot affect the Living Tribunal. The Tribunal can erase Dr. Manhattan from existence. What do you all think? We would love to hear your opinions. Thank you for watching. That's today's video, and I'll stop it here. Thank you so much.